New work is something of a misnomer. Actually, from the very beginning, it had to do with three things and not with one thing. With a new economy, on the basis of a new economy, a different way of working, new work, and on the basis of new work and a new economy, a new culture. So the idea is new economy, new work, new culture, those three steps. New economy meant from the very beginning, even in the 1980s, there are a rapidly evolving set of very interesting technologies that you could call liberating technologies or technologies for the other 80%. For those people, for the other 80%, technologies are rapidly developing which make an economy possible that produces everything that is needed for food, for shelter, for energy, for communication, and for mobility on site, in villages or in neighborhoods or in Stadtteilen. We don't have to produce anymore in enormous factories, but we can produce in small shops, and the economy of the future is an economy that will produce in small shops. All of those things that I just mentioned, with new technologies. That's the new economy. Unfortunately, in Germany, there was always a lot of misunderstanding. People thought that new work simply meant doing what you really, really want to do, and everybody will be happy as long as they do that. That's a terrible mistake. You need a new economy. And right now, you very much need a new economy, which is obvious. So on the basis of a new economy, people can do work that is meaningful, that is interesting, that is to them significant, and above all, that strengthens people rather than exhausts people. New culture, simply a totally different concept of human nature. Not the concept of human nature that we inherited from the 18th century, that basically human beings are little Raubtiere, little monsters. You have to be very careful that they don't bite off your hand when you sit next to them on a bus. But human beings are very fragile. Human beings are weak. Human beings are shy. Human beings are easily discouraged. Therefore, what we need is a culture not that tames people, which is the culture that is now fortunately dying, but we need a culture that strengthens people in every respect, from education, from kindergarten, to how we architect, how we design, how we make cities, how we arrange mobility. Everything in the culture should strengthen people rather than weaken people. That's the idea of the new culture. So new work is the beginning of a new culture, is the way into a new culture. But all the other things are necessary to create a different human being, which is now possible.